Today's technique is 5 senses grounding. Now, this is a great technique that you can use right before bed. It's also a great place to practice learning the technique with yourself or your child, as it's a way to just calm down, settle in, and get ready for a long night's sleep. Now, it's also great to use this technique in times of stress, in times of panic, in times of worry, and really anytime you just need to take a beat and calm down a little bit. And I teach this to really small children all the way up to adults, and I think it works really wonderfully for everyone. So if you're doing it with yourself or your child before bed, obviously you would lay down and perform this activity. Otherwise, you can just find a safe place to sit and do it right along with me. So I would take one hand and put it on my chest, and one hand and put it on my belly. Take a nice deep, slow breath in. Let it all the way out. Good work. And then we start with 5. What are 5 things you can see in the space around you? You can label them out loud, or you can label them in your head. If you're doing this, especially with a young child, sometimes it helps to do a back and forth where you would say, I see the polka dots in the room, and the child would say, I see a pillow on the ground. That can be a great way to share the experience. But label 5 things that you see in the room around you. Then 4 things you can feel. What are 4 things you can feel? Maybe you feel the ground under your legs or your seat. Maybe your toes feel whatever texture is underneath them. Here I have hardwood, or the rubberiness of my mat. Maybe you're outside and it's grass. Maybe you feel the texture of your pants or your shirt, or you have a blanket on you. 4 things you can feel. Then we do, what are 3 things that I can hear? And that could be someone's voice, the sound of someone's voice talking to you. That could be a bird outside or a dog barking. In our digital age, it could be something beeping in the background or ringing. It could also simply be silence. That could be sort of one of the things if all the sounds go away and you recognize the silence. Then, what are 2 things that I can smell? Now, this could be something on the wind, it could be a perfume, or maybe the soap you used in the shower in the morning, or maybe the toothpaste you used to brush your teeth is still lingering. Whatever it is, what are 2 things I can smell? And then finally we end with 1. What is 1 thing I can taste? Now, maybe you just had lunch and you can taste whatever your lunch was. Maybe you haven't eaten in a while, but you can taste the toothpaste from this morning, or you can taste the last cup of coffee you drank. Whatever it is, what is 1 thing you can taste? And often this might tie right in line with what you can smell. Maybe you smell coffee and then you taste coffee, or you smell the meal that was just cooked and then you taste the salmon or the green beans or whatever it is on your tongue. So once you go through all 5 of these, so we did 5, what can I see? 4, what can I feel? 3, what can I hear? 2, what can I smell? And 1, what can I taste? After you've gone through all of these, you've given your body and your mind a bit of time to decompress. You are focusing on the things around you. You are becoming more in control of your breathing. You don't have to focus heavily on the breathing as you do this, but just make sure you're breathing in and out. You can always take a pause and a breath in between each of the senses that you're assessing. And this gives you a great way to find a little more balance and a little more calm in your life. Especially great if you're having a hectic moment or a chaotic moment, just to take that small break. And also wonderful to practice before bed to kind of get some of those worries away, and also just to find yourself grounded so you can set yourself up for a great night's sleep.